Responsible Futures is a programme run by Students Organising for Sustainability UK, the National Union of Students' sustainability charity. Our mission is to get more students leading on and learning about sustainability. We want to see sustainability embedded in formal education from early years all the way through to adult learning, and to make sustainability more inclusive for everyone. Our work is driven by student demand. We've got over 10 years worth of survey data that's found that a large proportion of students are consistently saying that they believe that their place of study should be actively incorporating and promoting sustainable development, and they would also like to see this incorporated through all courses. Responsible Futures aims to do exactly that. Responsible Futures ensures that learners are not only learning about sustainable development, but they are also being equipped with the knowledge, understanding, skills and competencies to contribute personally and professionally to a more sustainable world, which encompasses social, environmental and economic well-being, both now and in the future. This work fully supports addressing quality education, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 4. The background to Responsible Futures is that the criteria was developed and informed by stakeholders and experts from education and sustainability organisations across the UK. We had 13 pilot partnerships who were also part of a co-creation approach to developing an ambitious, meaningful and relevant framework for universities and colleges to fully embed education for sustainable development into all that they do. Responsible Futures is an accreditation mark which is audited by students within their own institutions. The students are supported and trained by SOS-UK staff to understand what sustainable development and education for sustainable development could look like in the context of their own educational experience. They then audit their institution on how they are meeting the criteria within the Responsible Futures framework. It's a supported change framework which is supported by SOS UK staff, as well as the partnerships across the UK who are participating in the programme, supporting each other to promote knowledge exchange and shared understanding of how they are transforming their learning processes within their organisations. It's a whole institution approach and promotes a partnership between the Students' Union and the institution. The breadth of criteria supports education institutions to work in partnership with their students' unions to integrate ESD throughout all aspects of the formal, informal and subliminal curriculum. The criteria within Responsible Futures framework encourages educators to not only include sustainability content, but also embody ESD pedagogies when reforming their modules and courses. A strong example of this is living laboratory approaches, which are often formed as a key part of Responsible Futures as we work with institutions to see their campuses and surrounding community as a testbed for new ideas and concepts. This happens through various levels of change processes, from top-down, which sees policy and strategic change for embedding sustainability, through to middle-out, where staff are supported with professional development opportunities so they can meet those policy and strategic commitments, and ensuring bottom-up change so that students are part of this process and they collaborate with staff as co-creators in transforming their educational experience. To date, we've had over 30 universities and colleges across the UK participate in Responsible Futures, gaining accreditation or working towards the framework and accreditation. This represents over 520,000 students in further and higher education. A really exciting example of this is the University of Winchester. They used the Responsible Futures framework to integrate and address the UN SDGs throughout their entire institution approach. In 2019, they launched a brand new strategic vision for 10 years, which was aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. They also completed a student-led curriculum audit for which all modules were mapped against the UN SDGs. Using the Responsible Futures framework, they took an inclusive approach to their transformation, ensuring that senior management, including their Vice-Chancellor and Deans, the Students' Union, students and members of the community were involved with that change mechanisms that went through to embed sustainability across their institution. Benefits of participating in Responsible Futures have been fed back to us from partnerships, which include things like gaining leverage for legitimising ESD as a key priority for their institutions. We've also heard that it has helped them gain resources and increase capacity for education for sustainable development work. And we've also found that the partnership element of Responsible Futures has really contributed to enhancing student voice within the institutions that we work with. For the future, we're really excited to be launching an international pilot in partnership with the International Association of Universities. And we will continue to review and develop the framework to ensure that it continues to be progressive, relevant and impactful, and that universities and colleges are held accountable to continue to embed education for sustainable development in their whole institution approaches to addressing the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.